Peace, family. Here we are with the premiere on the beginner Homa instructions for Lord Ganesha. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. This is being recorded live for all of those in the paid family in Discord, Patreon. So welcome. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. The benefits to you being able to catch this video live as it's being recorded is that if you have any questions, immediately you can ask. So let me know if you can hear and see me clearly, and with the visuals, I just asked if you can see me. Forget it. Okay. All right. So we ready to go? Okay. So firstly, I wanted to congratulate you all for taking on this very potent and instrumental ceremony for yourself, for your families, in your home, in your space, because this ritual is very powerful in a lot of ways. It's very healing for the mind. It is very healing for your body. It is very healing for your spirit. It is an absolute sacred moment of you sharing a divine feast with the particular deity that you're working with. Okay? And for all of the mantras that you have done so far, you are going to have an opportunity to sit with your statues as they come alive, to greet you and to receive the offerings that you are making. Okay, this is pretty dope. All right, it has all of these benefits for you, like helping to remove anxiety, to lift off and clear depression, to remove any type of procrastination type of energy, lethargy, fatigue. It also is purifying for your space. So I mentioned that in a video previous to this, that when you get to working with the fire, Agni, the god of fire, that you are able to tap into the metaphysical aspects of cleansing yourself and others who are not even in your space, and physically clearing the space in your home to make it more welcoming for other deities that you want to invite into your home, and removing other energies that otherwise would repel them. Okay? This is a simple Homa that y'all are going to be doing. Homas can last for hours. I said to be prepared to be doing this between 3 to 4 hours, because I know from experience 4 hours was where it was at. Okay. The only reason why this one is going to last that long this time is because you are going for a city. Can you use the same formula for your regular practice where you're not going for over 10,000 of a mantra? Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. So it does not have to always be 4 hours. So hooray for that, because we want to be able to knock out some pretty big things without having to take too long in the future. And this is why you do the work now. All right. So let's just begin. The first thing is you want to set up your Homa, okay? Your Homa Kundam, or whatever container you're going to be using to hold your fire. I use a real one, okay? This is copper. It's pretty seasoned. It's been used quite a bit, all right? It's a square. So if you can, ideally, you want to get a copper or flame retardant material that is in the shape of a square, because symmetry is important during this ritual. All right. You're going to do this ritual in the east. Most of you already have your altars positioned in the east. So you'll be facing the east. You will have Lord Ganesha's statue in the east, and your fire will be there in front. You want to make sure the space is clear, and you want to make sure that the material underneath your kundam, your container for the fire, is not going to melt or burn. If you're not sure, bricks are always good for this. So you can take a couple of bricks, like I said, 2 or 4, because you want it to stay symmetrical, and just create like a little foundation for it so that it doesn't burn your floor, your carpet, or whatever. Yeah, that's important. You will need a container for water, which at this point most of you already have, a copper bowl or cup of water that you're going to place in front of Lord Ganesha. Okay, this is important. You are beginning your ceremony by creating what is, in our terms, holy water, right? Because you're going to set your intentions and you're going to call on the energy of Lord Ganesha to clear all the obstacles in the way of doing this fire. A lot of times when we're working with fire, we're not prepared for some of the surprises that will occur. Things might catch on fire. The fire might keep going out. The smoke alarm might go off. You might realize that something else is burning. The phone might ring. You might have an emergency. All kinds of things happen. So we want to ensure that all those kind of obstacles and funny business are removed when we're working with such a powerful element, so we don't get caught up in situations that we cannot manage. Okay? All right. So you want to have things organized, like you create a tray where you have a little bit of each of your offerings. You have like your sandalwood, you have your kumkum or red vermilion. For those of you who are like, what's that? Right? Can put, I didn't put turmeric on the list, but you can have turmeric, cedar, you have your flowers, just a few petals, okay, of each. I did mention jasmine, marigold, hibiscus. These are favorites of Lord Ganesha. All right. For this, you're using just 8 really good smelling herbs, flowers, herbs included. Okay, and just count them. You don't need to do more. It's not going to make it any better right now. This is just so you get the hang of giving your offering, setting it up, and you get the opportunity to experience what it's like to watch the statue come alive, and Agni, the fire, Agni Devi, communicate with you the reception of your offerings and your prayers, because you are going to set the intention to be asking for what you really want. Okay, so not only is this very purifying, but this fire and the smoke that goes up, these things that you're asking for are going up into the ethers. Okay, cool. So what's the order? After you have bathed and you've set up your space, you have your tray with all of your items, all right, including your ghee. Ghee is something that's going to be used throughout to continue to source the fire. Some people might not know, like, how do I get this fire started? Like, what are we burning? Wood? Are we burning what? All right, so originally when I did this video, I couldn't get this open, but now it's open. All right, this is your smokeless camphor. Smokeless camphor. It's important that you use smokeless camphor because If you use your regular camphor that you get from the Botanica, you are going to choke. Okay, you're going to really choke and you're going to have trouble breathing. That's not what you need. Okay, somebody might make that mistake, and sorry you didn't watch this video and you just saw a camphor on the list and went ham. All right, the tablets are pretty small. You know, I don't actually have a lighter here in front of me to give you an example of what it lights like, but you will light it. You'll light it with a match. All right, we're not using lighters for this. Everything should be natural materials. So you're going to use a lighter, you're going to light this, and you're going to place it into the center of your container. All right, that's how you're going to start the fire. You can use a few pieces of wood. You can go get some wood from dry wood from the park, like the little pieces, branches, like twigs, not like wood you're going to put into your fireplace, because then you'll have an issue. Things to help your fire continue to grow as you're working. You see, coconut is a good offering for Ganesha. You can just take the fibers, you see that? The fibers off of the dry coconut and use it as twine to help stimulate your fire. Because once you start putting your offerings in there, it's a little saucy. And you're going to need to keep a nice balance between the wet offering, like the ghee, and the fact that you're going to sprinkle the water just a little, not to put it out, right? I'm going to keep it from going up. So that's about the fire. So when you start, before we get to the fire, you have your water in front of Lord Ganesh. You're going to chant Lord Ganesh's mantra 108 times. This sets the tone for your ritual. Okay? You begin with 3 ohms, always as a form of pranayama and centering the mind. Then you'll do 108 of Lord Ganesh's mantra, which you can subtract from the total, which is going to be 12,500. So for those of you who don't know the number yet, the number is 12,500 japas for this entire experience. Okay? Once you've done 108, your water is prepared for you to take a sip, for you to sprinkle some on Lord Ganesha, and then to sprinkle in your sacred space. Okay? Sprinkle a little on your flowers if you want to. You can sprinkle a little in your fire pit. Okay. Now, the space is like blessed. You're going to begin after that with the mantra for Agni Devi. We do this because we want to now speak directly to the god of fire and ask that it do what you're calling it to do, which is to purify your space, to remove any impurities within yourself, within your psyche, within your bloodline, within your physical space and your ethereal space, so that your prayers and your requests can be sent without delay straight to the deities and to the gods. Okay? And so you're asking Agni Devi to work with you in that regard. The mantra I did put in the description box below is Om JWALAYE VIDMAHI AGNIDEVAYE DHIMAHI TANNO Agni Prachodayat. And when you do that the first time, that's when you start the fire. You light your smokeless camphor and you put it in. Okay? It's going to be lit. You're going to say it again. Okay? You're going to repeat. Om MAHA JWALAYE VIDMAHI AGNIDEVAYE DHIMAHI TANNO AGNI PRACHODAYAT. Light it. Put it in the container. Okay? Should be 3 times. You want to do that. Okay? Now you should have a nice little flame going. All right? Then you're going to do Ganesha's mantra, but this time you're going to do it with the bijas. All of the bijas for Ganesha, just 3 times. For those of you who don't know, the Mula mantras: Om, Shrim, HRIM, KLIM, GLAUM, GAM, GANAPATAYE, NAMAH, Om. Okay? Om Shrim Hrim Klim Glam Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Glam Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Glam Gam Ganapataye Namah. Again, you are invoking Lord Ganesha to be present, to remove all obstacles for your sacred fire. All right? Following that, you're going to do the Guru mantra. Why do we do the Guru mantra? Well, I explained to, I think maybe it was just the paid family, but y'all know. Y'all already know the power of the Guru mantra. Those of you who came in person for an event. You want to invoke your inner Guru. You want to invoke all of the highest forms of self-awareness, knowledge that come from not just in this lifetime, but all lifetimes forward. You want to invoke the aspect of you that has in some lifetime already connected with these deities. Because in reality, why would you be doing this? Most of you know that this is not the first time you're doing this, and you want to tap into the energy that knows, that already knows, and bring it forward to help guide you to make this a bit smoother and to awaken that aspect of yourself that may sleep, because the lifestyle that you're living now is not the same that you once were some lifetimes ago. Does that make sense? Press 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Okay? Not only that, but because you are working with an official guru, by chanting the Guru mantra, you are also invoking and activating that connection that you have with your teachers, so you will feel even more supported in doing this work for yourself. Okay? And that's important. All right? You know that you have someone energetically backing you up. So you have Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Mahesvara, Guru SAKSHAT Parabrahma, TASMAI, Shri GURAVE NAMAH. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Mahesvara, Guru SAKSHAT Parabrahma, TASMAI, Shri GURAVE NAMAH. When you're doing that, you're going to hold your hands. Let's see. You're going to hold your hands here, and you can close your eyes. And if you need to look at a paper, then look at a paper. But you can close your eyes if you already have that memorized, and just really tune in, okay? And you're going to feel like this electricity, like things just align, and you just like really tap in. Because once you do that, you're going to present each of your items with Lord Ganesha's mantra. And you know how you go, Om, sorry, because I'm reading this, Om Gam Ganapataye Nama Om. You're going to say Swaha as you're placing the things in the fire. Okay? You're going to place the things in the fire with your hands like this. Okay? So you pick up some and you place it in the fire. You're going to pick it up. Om Gam Ganapataye Nama Om Swaha. Pick up some more. Om Gam Ganapataye Nama Om Swaha. Okay? You're going to do that. Go around each of them. Continue to keep your fire going. You're going to pour a little ghee the same way. The only thing you're not going to pinch is the ghee. You need a little ladle, okay? Preferably something wooden. Now, the importance or the significance of using a ladle with the ghee is that the ghee represents the masculine sap or semen, and the ladle represents the yoni. And so in their pairing, as you're putting it into the fire, again, we're working with balance and symmetry, working with harmonious energy. Okay, so that's how those two elements work together as you're pouring it into the fire. Got it? If you look deeper into the secrets of the yantra, even, you see that ghee, ladle, fire are the physical manifestations of the six-pointed star and then the upward facing triangle in the yantra. So it's like all of these things, these are present right before our eyes, and they will repeat themselves. And the more that you work in that way, you'll be able to live in such a way that you can see the primal elements all around you all the time and how they're working together. When you see harmony and when you see chaos, what might be missing, what might be out of balance. So that's just a little thing for you. Once you have done your offerings, okay, and you can keep track, okay, if you have your tracker, you have your fire going. You want to take from the fire, all right, and you want to clear yourself, okay? You want to take from the fire, you want to clear yourself, and you want to thank Lord Ganesha for being invoked and activated within you and giving you the power to be steadfast in moving forward towards all of your goals and what it is that you're asking for. Aligning yourself with what you're asking for, with behaviors that match that, and accepting their assistance. Okay? But you want to show that you know what I'm saying, you believe in what you're doing. Next. Once you're done with that and you finish taking care of yourself, you can now, with each piece of camphor, boom, hi. With each piece of camphor, you can call the name of the loved one that you would like to. This is not for dead people. This is for living people. Sidebar. You can call the name of the loved one that is alive, and you're going to repeat the mantra for Agni Devi, and then you're going to utilize yourself as like the vehicle, the vessel that represents them in this living world to clear them. Okay? You might even go as far as if they're having headaches. You know, as you're putting it in there, you are focusing on the headaches that they might be having or trouble seeing, and you want to take the fire, you want to cleanse the eyes. Okay? They might have arthritis in the body. Think of that. Take the fire. You're taking the heat, right, from the fire, and you're going to wash yourself, and you're going to imagine, right, visualize in your mind that you're clearing yourself as that person with the fire. You need one piece of camphor for each person. Now remember that you don't want to snuff out your fire with your offerings. So just a little bit at a time. And when you see your fire is doing something where it looks like it's going to go out a little bit, feed it what it needs, you know. Have a couple of pieces of twine like this on the side. Feed the fire. Put a little ghee. Feed the fire. Keep the fire going so that it can eat. Okay, the fire needs to consume the offerings on behalf of Lord Ganesha. When you're done, if you are using one of the clickers to count, you can just continue with the count of Lord Ganesha's mantra until you hit 12,500. If you feel like it's too cumbersome for you to keep count in between, then once you've given your offerings, you can just sit and allow the fire to burn itself out as you go through your 12,500, minus the 108 that you do in the beginning, because everybody can do the 108 in the beginning and count with their malas. Then you're done. Do you all have any questions? Oh, hey, Angome. Do you all have any questions? My suggestion, what comes to mind is that because it's a personal Homa, okay, it's not temple size, really go with a small amount of each thing. Literally, like a teaspoon max, okay? Okay, so for the introduction of Agni, you're going to do Agni Devi's mantra 3 times. But when you go to cleansing yourself and others, you're going to do one mantra for each person. So one mantra for yourself, one mantra for each person. And yeah, that's it. So the number is going to vary. That makes sense. Okay. And before I forget, pardon me. Yeah, some of you don't have these other things, so it's fine. When you are beginning your fire, your first fire, you can utilize the energy from that to clear your statue. Okay, let me try to give you a little example. Let's say, sorry y'all, I don't have anything on my desk that is a statue. So let's say this is Lord Ganesha in front of me and I have the fire between us, right? I'm going to take the fire and I'm going to cleanse Lord Ganesha. Okay? And my space is clear. Because remember, I give Lord Ganesha a little sprinkle of bath with the holy water. And Lord Ganesha gets everything first. Any other questions? So from top to bottom, y'all already know. I don't know if y'all can timestamp on this private video, but from top to bottom, you want to clear your space, set it up in the east. You need a container of water to sit in front of Lord Ganesha. Okay? I'm going to give you the very final step once you're done. All right. In front of Lord Ganesha, you have your container that's going to hold your offerings and the fire. You're going to chant 108 Lord Ganesha Mula Mantra. You're going to take some of that water. You're going to sip the water. You're going to sprinkle some on him. You're going to sprinkle some around your space. Okay? And then you're going to go to your Agni Devi mantra. And then you're going to do your Lord Ganesha mantra 1 time. And then, 3 times. And then you're going to do your Guru mantra 3 times. And then you'll begin with your offerings going around. Utilize like the dry things, using ghee first, and then the dry things go in there. Season up your fire. Okay? And while you're doing that, you're going to be saying the Lord Ganesha mantra. When you have concluded your ceremony, you can take 8 little tea lights and place them all around, like make a circle around your Lord Ganesha statue and light them, and you're done. You're done, you're done, you're done. Okay? You're done. Do we need to be facing the east when doing this? Yes, you do need to be facing the east when doing this. Any other questions? I feel like my Bindu is melting. Are we clear? All right, family. If you have any other questions, drop it down in the comments below if it allows you to. I know that there will be a comment section once this goes public. But that's it for now. And all other items and orders for you all should be received by Saturday or Monday, because y'all know they don't ship stuff out on Sunday. That's it. Definitely you're going to want to rewatch this. Make sure you take your notes and write down each step. You got this. It's way more simpler as you write it down. Step 1, 2, 3. And take your time. Take your time doing it. Don't rush. Okay? All right, y'all. I love y'all. Peace, love, and bliss. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all in a couple of weeks. All right.